Good evening. The owner of the Royal Clarence Hotel in Exeter has spoken for the first time about the devastating fire that gutted his historic building. Andrew Brownsword has told ITV News about his shock at seeing pictures of his hotel burning to the ground last October.
But he's also told our reporter Richard Lawrence of the plans to recreate the building's historic features and now his hopes for the future. Well, Richard's at Cathedral Green for us tonight. Richard, difficult memories for him, but also some optimism now with these plans going on display.
Yes, well, this is a building that evokes all sorts of emotions for people that witnessed the fire, and it sent shockwaves right across the world on that day in October. Right now, it looks as though there's very little happening here, but a great deal is happening behind the scenes as they try and finalise plans for the future.
When he first saw the aftermath, Andrew Brownsword was, like everyone else, deeply shocked. He owns 14 hotels, but he has a huge passion for the Royal Clarence, possibly the only hotel on a cathedral green. It's very special to his family.
Devastated, absolutely devastated. It's Exeter's very close to our hearts. Both my daughters were born in Exeter. My youngest daughter went to university in Exeter, and she was married at Exeter Cathedral with very much Exeter people without actually living there. So the hotel was a very, very important part of our custodianship of other properties of that value and an importance to the city. And the city of Exeter rightly responded with great concern about the loss of that building, and it was the attitude and was amazing. We were flabbergasted by the amount of interest and the amount of loss that everybody felt.
His first visit was the day after the fire, which was believed to have started in the basement of a neighbouring building. As guests fled from the hotel, a ruptured gas main fuelled the incredible flames next door. But soon fire crews were coping. The initial fires almost extinguished. The hotel appeared safe until it all changed within seconds.
At 9:30, everything looked quite relaxed. Yes. We were told there was just a couple of small fires at the back they were dealing with, and then we saw this barrel of smoke going along the top edge of the front of the building. And yes. At that point, I personally couldn't help feeling, oh my God, that is the end of that building. That is the end of the hotel.
Yes, I think that was was obviously the outcome, but it was that. I think that was driven by a bit of wind, which blew in the wrong direction. I think we thought we were safe until that happened, and I think that was a natural disaster. I think it was just very unfortunate. That side of the building was the oldest part, very medieval part, with some very old dry timbers, which of course went up straight away.
Do you think more could have been done to save the building?
No, I don't think so. No, I think everybody did what they could. I think the fire service were brilliant. I have no criticism of anybody on that day. Everybody got out safely. We were incredibly unlucky, I think, and in a situation which we couldn't really change.
The frontage was declared unsafe and had to topple. But months of clearing and deconstruction has led to the discovery of medieval features hidden under the fabric of walls and floors. And all eyes are now on the future. The historic frontage will be a picture postcard replica, while inside the challenge to marry the medieval with the new.
Obviously there are going to be different spaces created simply by the fact that not a lot of it's there anymore. Nothing's there particularly anymore, except some very fine medieval walls, which will be a feature of the new building. And those have emerged because the plaster and plasterboard have been burnt away, and we found some very great historical fabric from St Martin's Lane, or from the cathedral itself, and from up the cathedral yard. All the aspects have to really, in my view, look the same. I don't want to take away what was there. It was already a beautiful building, and I don't feel we need to modernise or have something very, very contemporary in its place.
Andrew Brownsword believes his job now is to simply ensure the renovation creates a new history to be proud of for the much-loved Royal Clarence.
Well, people this afternoon have been attending a little exhibition in the church just off to the left there to get a first impression of those plans and those facades, as the architects and the archaeologists themselves have been engaging with them to discuss the future plans.
The exterior is going to look pretty much the same, which is all obviously inside they're going to have to do what they're going to have to do, but I think it's going to look like it was always there.
It's quite encouraging to see a facade that's going to look very similar to the what was there before. And listening to the chap who was talking, it's very fascinating that they found out quite a lot more about the how the building was put together and found things that nobody knew were there before the fire. So it's good that there's some positive bits come out of the results of the fire.
I think it's a good idea, to keep it all. We just want it as it was on the outside, but what they do on the inside, it's like modern technology and different things come about. So we just have to accept the fact that, that's how it's going to be. And I think it'll be good because people will come.
First impressions there. Well, that exhibition is on until 8 o'clock this evening, but this is just very much the start of the full planning process. The architects are working on the interior designs, which they'll start to submit at the end of August to go before full council and planning permission. And after that, the owner, Andrew Brownsword, if he gets a clean passage, says he'll be hoping to reopen the hotel in 2019.
Richard, with musical accompaniment, very nice too. Thanks very much indeed.